Hi. I'm here to talk to you about packaging, but not the plastic type. But first, I need to give you some background. In Australia, we use around 5 million tonnes of fertiliser, importing $4.4 billion worth. This contributes 8.1 million tonnes of CO2 per year. For example, urea, a common agricultural fertiliser, we import over 1 million tonnes worth. One single tonne produces between 3 and 6 tonnes of CO2. The variation is due to a range of application factors. Was it applied when it was hot, cold? Was it raining? Did it rain enough? Is it humid? Was the fertiliser applied above the ground or was it applied below? This calculation considers the production, the transportation, and the usage of the nitrogen in the field. The majority of these fertilisers are delivered to our most productive agricultural areas. Let's face it, Australia is a big place, but only 4% of our land is suitable for intensive agriculture. It is from these 25 million hectares that we produce the food that feeds Australia and the rest of the world, trucking millions of tonnes away from these soils and into cities and ports around the world. As this food is consumed, it produces household waste. That waste goes into the green FOGO bin, which is in short, food organics, garden organics. We might get one in Griffith one day. However, there are many nutrients stored in fish, meat, clothing, and of course what goes in must come out as human waste. In order to reduce greenhouse gases, the Australian government have mandated no organics to landfill by 2030. That means 10.5 million tonnes of organic waste will be kept out of landfill and processed in a sustainable way. However, for the 7 million tonnes of organic waste that is currently recycled, majority of these nutrients are stuck on our coastline, and that's where they stay. In order to have a truly circular economy, it is imperative that we get these nutrients that are stuck in the cities back to the sources of regional agriculture, where our food is grown. There are multiple methods used to convert organic waste into usable, safe products. These techniques include thermophilic composting, worm farming, soldier fly larvae, biochar, anaerobic digestion. All are very valuable and great at converting organic waste into amazing agricultural products. Their benefits are endless. They're perfect for soil. Increasing water holding capacity, feeding soil biology, sequestering carbon. When these organic resources are in combination with fertiliser, there are many white papers demonstrating increased fertiliser use efficiency as a result of placing a carbon source with a range of trace elements next to nitrogen and phosphorus fertiliser. It's like a steak sandwich. It's better with the lot. No crop will argue with the additions of organic nutrients by themselves or in combination with fertiliser. But the problem is their packaging. Almost all organic waste, once transformed, is sold as loose powders. Environmentally, this is great. They're pasteurised, killing pathogens and weed seeds. Agronomically, they're pretty good, with good nutrient levels and excellent biological stimulants. However, they are bulky both in transport and in application. Application rates are generally much higher than necessary, and placement is on top of the soil. We need to upgrade the packaging of the organic waste fit for agricultural purposes. Similar to our humble dishwashing tablet, we no longer use loose dishwashing powder. Same job, different packaging. This is no different to our farmers who have converted most of their machinery to equipment that predominantly handles granules. Granules. Granules are the perfect packaging for organic waste to be distributed back into our soils. Now, the key to a granule is it has to be hard and it has to be round. It has to be round so that it flows through machinery, and it has to be hard so that it doesn't break up and make dust. Organic waste packaged in granule form is no longer organic waste, but a valuable organic fertilizer. This granule packaging allows farmers to use their existing equipment that they have become accustomed to using. Placing organic granules right alongside the seed that's being sown at that very time, delivering nutrients, carbon, a shot of probiotic biology that the agricultural soils are in much need of. This can be achieved by using the same packaging solution that has made synthetic fertilizer the dominant way to administer crop nutrition. This combination not only improves uptake, but reduces our carbon footprint. As organic granules hold between 15 and 30% carbon, this in CO2's 550 to 1100 kilos of CO2. To produce 1 tonne of organic granule costs between 250 and 350 kilos of CO2, all while factoring in 500 kilometres worth of transport, making organic granules CO2 positive. Nice to have when you're offsetting the negative CO2 figures that are produced by synthetic fertilisers like urea. Now, in Australia, we currently manufacture around 30 to 50,000 tonnes of organic granule, most manufactured from manures. This is still a drop in the ocean compared to the 5 million tonnes of fertiliser we require. Now, imagine converting the 3.5 million tonnes of organic waste that still ends up in landfill into organic granules. Just imagine what this could do for our soils in high production areas of Australia, all while reducing our carbon footprint. To be clear, fertilisers still play a vital role in agriculture, but it is in combination with the organic granules that we can truly create a circular economy. You see, there's lots of room for organic granules to be used in our soils. Picture this, planting this year's crop with nutrients from last year's organic waste. So, if you're a farmer, an agronomist, or carbon accountant, take the opportunity to incorporate organic granules into your fertiliser program. For those of you at home, always be mindful of where your waste might end up. Don't just put it in the bin, put it in the right bin. Thank you.